Hello everyone, welcome to my watercolor channel, where I will be sharing everything I know about this medium. On today's video, as we are officially in autumn, I'm going to show you how to paint a leaf with watercolor using a few techniques. I start with a quick drawing and then I will show you one of my favorite methods to paint with watercolor, and I will teach you how to do it. So if you look again at this painting with two simple leaves which has been painted in one go, you will notice a good contrast between light areas and very dark patches on the leaf. And watercolor is all about that difference, having bright and dark areas. So the leaf on the right doesn't have this lightness and such contrast as the leaf on the left. So we're gonna do the same, and we're gonna paint our leaf now. So we will start with preparation of the colors. So in traditional watercolors you start light to dark. So first you need to understand which colors we're gonna be using. So we will start with a light color. So you look what is the lightest color. So it's lemon yellow. Then we will have yellow color, and I use Gamboge hue. Then it was cadmium orange hue, then it was burnt amber, and then to finish it up I used lamp black or any black that you have. So we will start applying all these colors in order, starting from lemon yellow. So it's the lightest color, and we're also going to be using loads of water with this one. But first we will apply an even layer of water to the whole area of the leaf, and I'm using my big size brush. So this one is a mop brush, size number 8. So I'm applying it to the surface of the leaf, and I am checking by tilting the painting, checking if I have any dry patches. Remember, the color will go everywhere where water goes, so it's very important to evenly apply water, and then immediately we will start painting. So I'm loading my brush size number 6 with lemon yellow hue, and I'm applying it wet on wet. So the surface of the leaf is wet and I'm adding wetness. I am deliberately leaving white spaces in the middle of the leaf because I know that yellow color will still travel and I will have this greater contrast in the middle. So I am leaving some of the areas untouched. After I applied lemon yellow, I am washing my brush and it's time for a second color. So it's Gamboge hue or any warm yellow color that you have, and I am applying it wet on wet. And you notice that I swapped the brush, so it's a lot thicker, this consistency, and I'm using brush size number 3, but you can still use brush size number 6. And you can see that I am applying it still wet on wet. There is no dry areas, and I am working quite quick, and it's so satisfying. And then third color, cadmium orange hue, and I again using brush size number 6, and notice the difference how uncontrollable those bleeds were compared to the Gamboge hue where I use the brush size number 3. So sometimes when you're working wet on wet, it is a good idea to swap to the smaller size brush because it won't bring as much water, but you can still bring color. And then fourth color, we're still applying wet on wet. It's burnt umber, and I'm using my brush size number 3. So we're gonna just literally paint the edges of the leaf while it's still wet. Did you notice that as I'm painting and adding more and more colors, I am decreasing the amount of water and increasing the amount of color? So it's a lot more concentrated with paints, and it contains less water, and I am using a smaller size brush because small brush won't bring as much water. And the final color for this layer is lamp black. So I'm adding it with a brush size number 6, and it's very concentrated with paint and it doesn't have much water. So I'm just dabbing. Did you notice that I'm dabbing just in a few places, but I'm leaving the middle sort of untouched, so I will have that contrast. So we're going to leave it to fully dry and then come back with lamp black, and I will be using my brush size 20, and we will be painting wet on dry. So notice that I will be slightly touching the brush. I won't put any pressure on the tip, so I'm lightly, just very lightly touching the surface of the paper. And we are done. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Bye!